Oh no, it's me again, a full week later, probably. I don't know, depends on if I'm consistent or not. That's a flamingo right there. And welcome back to the weekly vlog. Right now, I've got the iMac back on the studio because we are shooting the review on the Phoenix Customs Iron Spider and, of course, Miles Morales in a double review for the main channel. Yeah, I still do occasionally like to make some content for the main channel, but yeah, it's coming along really well, and I am really happy with this intro shot here, so that will be seen in that video that's actually already on the channel by this time the vlog is out. So I don't know why I'm talking like it's not out. Anyway, time jump, next day, actually got the thumbnail design here now, which turned out really freaking cool. Check that out. It's pretty sweet. Let me turn the brightness down just a little bit so you can actually see it a little bit better. There we go. Check that out. I am really happy with how it turned out. Like, when I was thinking about the thumbnail for this review, I was like, okay, I don't want to think of this like a thumbnail. I want to think of it more like an actual edit that I would post over on Instagram or whatever for one of my own figures. And so that's kind of the approach that I took with the coloration and the filters, and it turned out pretty much exactly how I imagined it. So I'm really happy with that, and I think that'll be really cool for everybody clicking on the video. But I got in Lego's Fennec Shan minifigure finally, and I've already got her on Boba's brick-built throne here, and you can see I just had the brick. Oh, okay, we're not doing well. Okay, here is Fennec Shan sporting the brick arms rifle to, of course, accommodate the minifigure. Just a fantastic design by Will Chapman as always, and I just added some very minimal painted detail in the rivets and stuff and a little red scope to it. But this is, like I said when I first posted about it to social media, actually I think I wound up kind of being the one to show this minifigure to Ming-Na Wen for the first time, which was really cool. This is one of the best minifigures Lego's ever developed. I don't plan on actually getting Moff Gideon's light cruiser set anytime soon in the near future. I don't really need it right now, and so I decided to get the minifigure separately, and pretty much all I did was just paint the rim. So if you look at the actual Fennec Shan minifigure, the rim right here inside the helmet is not actually like gunmetal silver like it's supposed to be. It's just kind of all orange in there, which is okay, and I totally understand the manufacturing limitations there. So I just went ahead and painted that myself, and it looks so awesome. And I understand that this helmet doesn't have like the braid, but I'm not really complaining. That would have made it such a fragile piece. And you also have the fantastic likeness to Ming-Na Wen, both sides. I mean, man, I've been so excited to get this minifigure ever since she was revealed, and having her here in person, she definitely does not disappoint, and it's so good. Like I've said in the past, I do not plan on making my own Fennec Shan. Maybe I'll paint up the helmet myself and actually sculpt on that braid at some point or something, but I really think that this is just so awesome for an official minifig. Okay, and now the DC fandom has come and gone, and it was a lot worse than last year. There were some good behind the scenes featurettes in there for Aquaman 2 and Shazam 2, among other things, but really the big takeaway after surviving the cringe fest, if you were able to even keep that feed on mute like I did, but even then I was getting a headache just looking at the people they had on those blue screens. But the Batman trailer 2, of course, came out, and it was incredible. It was amazing, and I mean, I am just so thrilled for this next era of Batman with Robert Pattinson, even after everything that happened with the DCEU. It is the only DC project that I am excited for, and the fandom yesterday made that only more clear for me. But anyway, I made this photo, which is basically just an edit using a Batman that I tossed together. He actually doesn't have the cape on right now, but essentially all this is just the Minifig Madness Batman, but then I took one of Nate's Minifigs cowls and then sanded it up and painted it on the day of the fandom as it was going on, and made that edit because I was definitely, you know, fully preparing to make whichever iconic shot came out of the trailer, and that was the one I went with, and I'm really happy that everybody got a kick out of that today. I was originally kind of concerned about designing it because of resolution concerns. You know, the original shot in the trailer is upside down, and there are also some lighting tricks that I had to kind of use on that, but it came out really, really nicely. And then also, today I went out and met up with a local collector buddy and got KOSKA Reeves. Check that out. really fantastic figure. Pretty sure that she is just a repaint of Bo-Katan here, which I think, you know, if anything, she probably only has like minor changes. I heard about something to do with like the belt or the knees or something that might be slightly different. I think the helmet actually, I don't know, but it's really nice looking, and there is a KOSKA Reeves likeness under that helmet as well, so pretty cool to get that one a little bit earlier than expected. And I wound up getting her the day after completing the half custom, which is now done. And I use air quotes on purpose because, I mean, again, her and Axe Woves only intended to be half customs for now, made in such a way that I could continue them if I ever choose to, and to be honest with you, I probably won't. But basically, you can kind of tell the difference between Bo-Katan, who is, you know, a full-blown custom with high detail and all of the accuracy I could pack into it over a lot of painting sessions and a tremendous amount of work, whereas Axe Woves and KOSKA Reeves are receiving similar treatment, just with a lot less detail, but enough to where they still look good for photos. And I know I've said this in the vlog already before, but this is pretty much the direct illustration of exactly what I was talking about. And Axe Woves is still kind of in half right now because I'm working on his legs today, but he'll be done soon enough too, and then these three will get their own photo together finally. And a couple random things. I got a new Firestar Toys order in, and I got their Mobius because I don't necessarily know if I'm going to make him in Lego, even though he's pretty simple. I really got to be selective going forward if I want to make sure I make all the important characters from the MCU in this upcoming very busy season of Marvel before the Batman showcase, which I do intend to make. And anyway, the temp pad is really why I got this figure though. It is a really great gold tile with a temp pad design printed onto it. And I knew that if and when I make my Loki customs in the very near future, I wanted that printed tile, and it does not disappoint. Firestar Toys have some amazing printed customs that they started making within the last year that are all just fantastic, and Mobius is definitely one of them. And speaking of Firestar Toys, I also got this hairpiece in the order. It was originally black before I painted it up in dark brown, but as you can see, it has a striking resemblance to Bastila Shan's hairstyle from Knights of the Old Republic. Kind of deviates on the back a little bit, if I'm not mistaken, I think here, but it's still a lot closer than what I had originally for this half custom. And it's cool that we're kind of talking about, you know, real practical half customs here that I'm implementing for the Mandalorian Season 2 showcase, because I have in the past started off making half customs with Bastila last year, and this was the hairpiece that I had for her originally, and this has just been a huge upgrade. And I wanted to thank Joe, one of my best supporters here, for helping and pointing out this hairpiece to me in a comment on, I think it was my last Mando Season 2 update on the main channel. I did see that comment and ordered the hairpiece right away because I knew it would look fantastic. Now, I hate to end the vlog on a bit of a negative note, but I figured I would give you guys over here that are so supportive of the work to follow my second channel an update on the release of the Mandalorian Season 2 showcase, because even though I'm wrapping up these Night Owls and Ahsoka is not far behind, needing, you know, the work on her legs and the back detail, I ran into a snag while shooting the review actually for Phoenix Customs Iron Spider, who of course you saw at the start of the vlog, and that review since was finished and went up obviously a few days ago now, and I'm really happy with how that one turned out. By the way, if you haven't seen it, really had fun editing that one and, you know, implementing a bunch of different effects, and the skit was really good in the start too. I use a iMac for the backgrounds in my videos, and originally I always used to use printed backgrounds, right? And I actually had to use one again for the first time really since like 2019 for that review, because my iMac is from 2011 and I used it all the way up until early 2020 when the problems it was having with its graphics card and its LCD was just kind of, you know, a recurring issue that had happened before. But now my iMac had been so old that the repairman just basically told me it's not worth it to buy these parts anymore. They're getting too expensive. The iMac is too old. You should get a new one. And so I got the MacBook, right? And that's what I've been operating off of ever since. And then, you know, I just use the iMac for backgrounds and videos. And it's worked out, right? but slowly it's deteriorated and it started to crash again recently. And now while shooting that review, I could barely move pictures around on that screen without the whole computer crashing. So it's a shame because I have been through everything with that iMac, even though I've barely been using it for anything else in the last year at all, really. But this really is the end of the line for it. And it's, you know, I've had it since December 2011, man. And I'm going to have to finally reset it to factory defaults, you know, pull the last bit of photos off of it, and then get rid of it. But what does all this mean for the Mandalorian Season 2 showcase? Well, if I can't use backgrounds, I can't make the video. So I am looking into getting a monitor, but I've never actually needed one before. So if any of you who stuck around to the end of this vlog have any recommendations, I am totally open to it, as I'm in the market for a monitor to use for my MacBook now, and you know, to have set up there for when I do videos too. So anyway, on that note, I will catch you guys next week. Thank you all so much for being so supportive of me and the work through what has been a really strange time in the last year or so. But I never cease to love doing this, and you guys are always there for it, which means the world to me. So, all right, take care, keep creating, all those things. Bye-bye.